Things don't suit me. Uh, I don't like egos. I don't like loud cars. I don't like loud music anymore. I've changed. I don't see a successful economy in Ontario. Do you? I don't. The housing market's way overpriced, but it keeps on going. How long? Yeah, I saw somebody say, "Oh, it's not going to crash." That's like sitting on the beach. Small. We told you, small. Molly, this storm's coming in. Ah, and boom. So we don't. We got to see it in linear time. I don't see it in linear time. I just see printing money. I don't see, and I see externalities everywhere. Like Doug Ford's phone, we can't track where he's getting money. And I think I'm going to leave. I'm just paying up some stuff. I'm getting my head together. I think I'm going out to Alberta for a while and then flying to Australia. But things aren't too good there. I need a lot of money. I'll make money in Alberta. And like that woman there, I'm the same way. Gold. Don't get into the banks and I have to change. There's no banks. Really, I don't know what to put it in. Uh, I know some ways to do this, but I'd rather take it into an Alberta credit union or a farm bank. I'm not much for the major banks. I don't trust them. I think they're over the top. First sign was I called the government to get my pension in. Yeah, I'm on full pension, thank God. So that gives me an advantage over a lot of people. But it's not living a healthy life in Ontario. The food prices are. But why? Well, we've never ever got into mediations. We don't know how to communicate. You notice that? We don't communicate. We don't mediate with unions. Banks don't. Nobody mediates. It's just me. It's the me province. And if I could say anything about Alberta, they're right wing. I'm not going to get into Don Cherry's right wing. I don't mind him really. Uh, I'm going to say they don't make sense. Nobody does it. They don't make sense. Not too much. Not working together when this economy is so crazy. And I see all these videos being a lone wolf. I am a lone wolf. I wouldn't want to be around you. Yeah, what the hell would I? Oh, yeah. I told you a dog will hang itself. You give him enough rope. Now, dog, he lost his case. Dog, uh, yeah, uh, Jordan Peterson. Uh, every man gets lynched in the end. Just bit by bit, I bet. So I'll just let him go. I just don't like coming on here and hearing him. He bugs me. I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a Nazi. I love people. I love women. I think women should have equality. I think he's just, it's the time of the fall of the intellectuals. Because they're just the materialism of the world, not the transcendental golden age. Yeah, like things of quality, like this Reiki box is what I like. That tree. Well, that's a handcrafted thing. Is that the day of the intellect or the day of the craftsman and the creator of God's creation? Or whatever. Source's creation, the universe's creation. I've always believed I'm a little different than everybody else. I never really wanted to be around people too much. I found it better on my own. I found living. My father said this man lives with pigs. I didn't want to live with pigs, so I lived with horses. Yeah, I lived in barns by myself. I love being with horses. I just have so much heart for animals and kindness. And I told a friend of mine once, I think people mistake kindness as weakness. Oh, she was upset. She was a sensitive too. And I know what my problem is with women. I'm looking for kindness. I'm not looking for the money girl or the egoic sort of soul. And I'm just more attracted to the heart of a woman and kindness. And I've made mistakes. I can't rescue women. A lot of women want to be rescued, and I did that. Bad mistake. Yeah, I suffered for doing that. Because trying to help her, she wouldn't help herself. So you can't have somebody dragging you down if you got a spiritual. And I tell you something. I used to go to ministers. I feel a calling spiritually. Only ministers have that. I don't think so. I'm not ordained. I'm not ordained to any religion. I'm ordained to everyone. Every person out there, every faith. I don't want to get into camps anymore. And I got into healing arts and metaphysics. I've always been a metaphysical and a clairvoyant of animals. So I just spent years studying online, practicing meditation. And I've come up with a solution to probably end horse abuse with my program. And it's to use psychology to temper down the temper with horses when we're working with them, or the emotional charges. And I think I kept on wondering, afraid. Horses bring people to the heart. And I remember childhood going in the church. There's Jesus with the heart open. And that's where I always felt we have to come, right here. Not up here. Right here, Sarad Ramdash. Beautiful. If we're thinking up here, we're not here. Heart centered is where we have to be. The ego's up here, not here. It's the shift down to here. The shift and feel things totally that are positive and good. And take the helm of life and steer through all this dark up here and not here. And that's my life. So I study a lot of psychology that'll resonate with God, the God solution, the spiritual essence of all life. I want people to be happy. And we are getting confused with what's happening in us. We don't see the abundance around us. There's no fires here. Yeah, it's cold. The weather's changing. A lot of things are happening. But really, there's nothing wrong with what's going on right now. To me, I'm living alone. And I'm just moving on soon. I'm in a financial cleanup job. And I'm in a civil suit with my family. And I could let that go. I'll be kind. I'm not letting them do that to me anymore. And we have to stand strong when our family does harm. I don't know how I'm doing it. I'm going to have to get a lawyer, but I can't seem to get them. So I might have to go to court myself and be brave. And they just took a lot of money on me. And this is always happening when we're on a spiritual path. I was never a part of the family. Was I the black sheep? No. But I think a lot of people are like that. They feel a calling to their heart to do something that's important in life. And I don't want the mundane life, but I don't want to be a celebrity either. I don't like the ego. I played in clubs. I don't like the feeling. I like the humility of life. You know what I mean? I quit YouTube, Facebook groups because on music they were so egoic. I don't like going around bars where the guys are acting big shots. It's just not me. And do you feel that? That's a highly sensitive person who really doesn't want to be around that. I love people, but I just don't want to be around that toxic armor. Now, I don't have the hatred. I'm trying to grow love. And I have to be reminded what life is in my life. Animals and children are so pure in the heart. Now I carry it on out there. I want to keep the vibe up. I don't watch violent shows. Do you? Doesn't bother you. Well, it bothers me. I can't watch violent shows. I don't like violence. I don't like certain types of music. It seems to have hate and racism to it. So that's why I really turned off Jordan Peterson. He was so judging up. And I'm not scared to stand out. If you shoot me, I'm getting used to it. I'll be shot at. Driving taxi. So I learned I don't want to work for people. Don't have to. I'm retired, but I want to work for me. And now I know what direction I'm going in. So here's my problem with Western psychology. To make meaning is safety. Spiritual psychology does not have meaning to it. When you step out into the light working jobs, there's no meaning to it. But it has a purpose to raise the vibration of this planet. But there's no meaning. I was listening to that. A psychologist says we have to make meaning out of everything. Well, my life hasn't made much meaning until it gets into what Jung talked about, the synchronicity of life. And when you start taking things and you don't know how to put them together, and all of a sudden, bang, the creativity pops in. I think that's what's wrong with the world. Western medicine is taking creativity right out of the picture. They've diagnosed it. What do you think? They diagnosed it. I don't think you can diagnose somebody that's sexual energy. It seems like a war on here with flack and pornography. It's crazy. All the ideas. Overthinking. To be a man, how do you do it? To be a woman. You're just a human being. Living in a spiritual realm in a physical body. And you do whatever you have to do to get by. You can't go and tell these blatant, they're not experts. There's not too many experts anymore that I call, unless they're into a modality. But when you get into ideology, that's what I avoid. It starts making sense, but it falls apart. It falls apart. Makes sense. Can you say another time? So I sort of, if it starts to make sense, take it apart. Because I don't want it. I don't like constructed thinking. A box. I don't need that. I can get one that falsely ever naturally. You don't know why you started something. And you take another one and you don't know why you're taking that. And then you take another. You don't know why you're taking that. And write it out. And you see how it all fits together. So I did have a call. I thought I was off path. No. I'm still on path. Amazing, isn't it? What we discover when we surrender to the path of learning and growing and seeing where we can put these tools. Not accolades. Well, they're sort of an accolade that I certify, but there's a whole series of them. Doesn't give me a master's degree or a PhD. It just gives me a whole lot of certifications. I like it that way.